Excuse me. But today we're going to be reading a Nosleep, which is a subreddit for horror stories that are written by people and for the people. By the people, for the people. Yeah. The only thing is, it's real even if it's not real. So that's where a lot of these come into play. I'm hoping I can read a lot more of these to where they get sort of creepy. But today I'm going to read my friend Michael's, aka Mikhail Studios. Put his thing down in the description below. But put his link to his YouTube channel and this story down in the below description thingy. But today I'm going to be reading a story called Looking Down at the SUV. Looking Down at the SUV. Short horror story. That's the first two lines. The day of June 27, 2013 was the day where I felt the most guilt. There was another way the day could have gone out, but I screwed everything up. Damn it. Let me explain. At around 6 in the evening, I found myself sitting on a damp, grassy hill. It had been raining beforewards. I had a perfect view of the highway. As I looked at the cars driving by, I tried to sit up, but my body would not allow me. My question at the time was, what was I doing before I got on this hill? I remember bringing my son to a baseball game while my wife and daughters were at my sister's baby shower. On the way back, we took a stop at Subway to get some subs. After that, I could not remember anything else. It felt relaxing sitting on the hill, so peaceful. Not a lot of sound came from the hill. Fresh summer air filled up my lungs and relaxed my body. I was in heaven. Slowly closing my eyes, I thought of my son's smiling face. Wait. When I was about to think where my son was, I heard the sounds of a speeding car. I opened my eyes to see a black four-doored car speeding down the highway, swerving across both lanes of the road. Then the car swerved right at a silver SUV. Oh shit. My scream was cut off by the loud crash when the two cars collided. The back of the black car flew up in the air and the car whiplashed over the guardrail of the highway. The car slid down to the gutter of the highway. The man in the car had broken through the windshield. He was a teenage boy. Poor kid. He probably died before his first kiss. The silver SUV crashed on the guardrail. A small object flew out of the windshield. The person/people inside did not fly through the windshield. This is terrible. I reached for my cell phone. It was not in my pocket. Did I lose my phone at the game? Wait a second. No. Baseball game. Highway. Silver SUV. My cell phone. My son. My God. The SUV was my car, and the reason why I did not have my phone was because I was charging it in the car. How am I not in the car? Oh no, I thought. My son. I stood up and a major migraine went across my head. In a split second, I saw the stitches of a white airbag. I pulled the bag off me. My windshield was totaled. Smoke rose in the car. I saw the teenage boy slumped over his steering wheel, dead. Blood ran down my face. That was not the problem. I need to find my son and get my phone. I kicked the car door down. I kicked the car door to the driver's side and it popped out like it should have. I ran to the other side of the car and opened the door. My 7-year-old son, wearing his Red Sox hat, was in the seat. Blood ran down from his nose and mouth. I pulled my son out of the car. I carried my son with both my arms. The object that flew out of the windshield had to be my phone. I ran to the front of the car and saw my phone cracked and dusty on the hood of the car. I grabbed my phone and checked it. I saw constant messages from my wife and daughters on my phone. My battery was draining. I quickly dialed 911 and pulled my phone. My phone buzzed in my ear and then suddenly shut off. No, I said. No. I looked down at my son. He was slowly dying. The forces out to his tiny organs must have been too much for him. I ran up the road and screamed for help. My son died hours after the accident. The man in the black car was a 17-year-old baseball player. Before he was driving home after practice, he was accidentally whacked on the forehead by a metal bat as he was as he was playing catcher. He said he could drive home safely, bastard. It was not his fault, but he should have let a friend drive him. That day could have gone to a different direction, only if I went for my phone before getting my son out of the car. He could have survived. The police arrived at 9, the crash was at 9:12. My son died at 8:34. If I called the cops, the ambulance could have gotten there at 7. Only if I picked up my phone before getting my son out of the car, I could still hear him say "Daddy" to this day. Good enough. I mean, it has five upvotes on Reddit, which is pretty good. I mean, it's Reddit. I mean, to get popular, you have to have like 200,000. So, me and him are making Nosleeps. We are working on our ways. We are going. This one's pretty decent, except it has tons of spelling errors in it. I would prefer him to have written it on the computer, to where it would, like, write it out on a piece of paper, then write it on the computer, and check for spelling errors that way. So, that's what I did anyway, so, yep. Overall, good story. Dun 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 dun.